Hello, my ladies, because these videos on Rising Strong Revolution are for all of my divine feminines, all of my light workers, all of my twin flame journey women. I have been getting guided for a while now. Actually, they've been on my freaking ass to do videos, to share my story, to give guidance that I get like daily on all the way down to like what stocks to buy. So this year's been a freaking shit show because it's been like trying to navigate what the hell has been going on emotionally in my life, like rebuilding, having these weird, crazy urges to like purge shit. You've probably been losing lots of people out of your life that have been triggering abandonment issues like fucking crazy. Yeah, that's on purpose. You're leveling up and those ones don't get to come with you to the next cycle. They didn't do their work. So it triggers all of our inner child abandonment wounds. So you've probably been dealing with that. You probably have been scattered, a little scattered, where you have these huge, massive dreams, and you're so excited at night. You get stuff like set out. You probably plan a lot. But when it comes down to actually taking the logical, strategic steps to get there, it's been really, really difficult, and you don't understand why your brain is going like crazy. And when I say crazy, I'm meaning like chaotic. Can't focus. What you used to be able to do, you can't do. And then we beat ourselves up. And then you're exhausted. And all of that shit. This last year was meant to help us see that accomplishing the list of 100 million fucking things didn't make us happy. The things we were saying yes to didn't make us happy. The people that were surrounding us weren't pushing us to be better. They were holding us back, most of them. You weren't taking care of yourself. We weren't doing self-care, self-love. And if we were lacking in the other departments. We did not have a balance in our life at all. So you probably went through a time where all you wanted to do was do nothing. Like we went into all extremes, even sexual. You probably been horny as hell. Just saying. All extremes. And we get stuck in certain extremes that help us numb. Like it's a way to not reach our full potential and actually do like a balance and trying to figure out. Because we were taught stability was like building a rock solid foundation that didn't change. And that's bullshit. That's bullshit. We know that everything is born, has a life, and dies. There's a beginning, a middle, and an end to everything. So why are we clinging on? Why do we cling on? We cling on to something even if it's toxic for us. If you haven't noticed, our anxiety rises, all of that kind of shit. We can't sleep. We're trying to figure out all the like unknowns. The difference is the world we're going into with all the planetary alignments. If you don't know astrology or astronomy or any of that, you should probably dig into it. We are in alignments and stuff that create different gravity shifts because of the poles of the planets that haven't been around in 26,000 years for some of them. This is no world that we have ever known before. It's never going to be going back to the way it was. And you are going to continually feel a pull to a bigger calling, to a bigger purpose, to do something, to make a difference, to change, to have your own change, you know, finding happiness, whatever it is. There is something that is pulling you. And it's literally planets and all of it like pulling us out of the dark and into light. So if any of that resonates with you over the last year and you kind of felt like you were going crazy, you're not. There's 144,000 light workers that are all going through the same goddamn thing. Yep. And I had to go through this before to like document it all. So I've documented my whole journey of hell and back, like losing my husband, all sorts of shit. I documented it all. And so now I'm going to be putting it into like the map to show you what you need to do, what you can expect, not like just lost in it. So I am going to be slowly doing that over time. But until then, apparently we are going to be doing some like daily lifestyle channel, all sorts of crap. Oh, and then I got informed that I have this unicorn list. So when I got a divorce, I started like collecting all the things that I knew I didn't want and would write down on a list what I do want. Well, my intuition has told me that I'm supposed to use that as like the topics for videos going forward. Because there's a lot on that list. I mean, it started out at the beginning, like no DUI, a driver's license, like really people, that kind of shit. So we'll go through all of them, but what it is it's the mirror on the other side of what I had to do, the work I had to do, the healing I had to do, the self-love I had to give to be able to see that in a person showing up in my world. Because we have to mirror. We have to be the opposite of what we're expecting. Otherwise, you're still going to get the same douche canoes. Just saying. So, if you want to do your work, stop dating the same shit shows or stop having the same patterns with friends, with work, with your husband. It doesn't matter. With your kids, you've got to change because they're only mirroring back what we're putting out. And in this world that we are in and going into, if you haven't noticed, one, women, what you think about will come. We are starting to be able to manifest and in crazy amounts of time. So if you are thinking of something that you don't want, if you're sitting in fear of lack, if you are worried about money, if you hate your job, all of that shit, you are perpetuating that in your life. And it will continue because you are, and it's going to come fast. So you might be thinking, I don't want this guy to cheat on me like the last person, blah, 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 blah. I really like him. You just now, because the women, divine feminines, you're the one controlling that. So he doesn't know why he just went and cheated. You manifest what your worth is. You manifest, and the world and the universe is guiding people that are not as tapped in to what you're manifesting. So are you thinking about the amazing outcome? Are you watching actions? Are you holding people accountable? Or are you in a complete illusion, fairy tale land, and ignoring everything else? And any of you on a twin flame journey, that is a lot to do with what I will be sharing and all the other shit, because I've got an hilarious story all documented of all the pieces and parts. So going forward, we're going to try and like life hack all of this shit to be able to get my divine feminines and my amazing, badass, extreme in all areas women to be able to be sexual with no shame, to be able to be badass and big dreams and big career, all of that helps the community and everything like you want, but you're not scared that a man won't be able to show up because instead the actual right man will show up. So I will help you find that, because what my gift is, just so that you understand, it's like I have a walkie-talkie to angels, God, Gaia, whatever you want to call it, guides, and it taps into the Akashic records. I've known pretty much my whole life that I was meant for something big. Didn't really know what, but I remember telling my mom when I was little, like, you can't get me in trouble and this and that. God's going to be mad at you. I'm his favorite. And that was something I had said. And I totally forgot about that because me and God did not talk for a long time. I really kind of hated him. So when you start going on your like journey, one of the first things that you realize is like religion is all bullshit and made by man, and spirituality and your own intuition and tapping into all of that is literally the religion. Not listening to a man, because all it was is somebody capitalizing on the Bible, the book, the whatever, and changing what they wanted and promoting and segregating and separating everybody so that then divine counterparts, like your real person, what if they're this religion and you're and you never me and this and that? Like those things keep people separated when really we were never supposed to be separated, segregated, ashamed, have shame, share shame, give shame, judge people, judge others. Because when we're judging someone else, we're really judging ourselves. So we're going to work on all of that this year, because this year is meant to be badass. The women, my goal is to protect you, guide you, and help you connect with your twin, your purpose, help birth your dreams, help you find a map if you need to get a map to get the hell out of whatever situation you're in. Like literally, that's my job. My job is to be like the tour guide through hell and back so that we can, like help change the world. Bring light to the world after the tribulation, because that's what the second coming literally talks about. So hopefully you guys will join in on the journey this year and we'll see where it fucking goes. But I don't have a censor. So if you are worried about swear words, one, there's that judgment thing. So, I don't censor. I say what I am told to say. I do what I am told to do. There's crazy ass shit that I do just because I am intuitively guided to do it, and I get pissed that I have to do it. But I do it because the only thing that keeps you from doing that is your own ego and programming from this world, not from the higher, not from your higher power and your destiny and your calling. It is our ego programming and worried about being judged. So I don't give a shit if you judge me, because guess what? I like sleep. I like not going to hell and having walls put up around everything else in my life because I'm not listening to my purpose. So I'm done getting yelled at. So I'm just going to be me. And if you want to watch, watch. If you don't. If you have shit to say it. But I guarantee you that I will eat your ass alive probably 100 times worse than you could ever say to hurt me, because I don't give a shit about what you say. That's the whole point. We're not supposed to care about someone else's journey and all the baggage they have. So I don't. It took me a long time to get there, because it's kind of hard to like say, oh, I have insecurities, but what? My destiny and everything is making me feel like I am supposed to be a teacher and a guide and special in the lightworker community to help guide them? How do you do that when you're like telling yourself you're not enough or you're too much or whatever it is? I had to heal all of that shit to not give a flying fuck. That's what. So if you want to learn how to not give a flying fuck, then tune in. And if you need anything in the meantime, you can always reach out. Have an amazing fucking day.